everybody and welcome to another video. So Games Workshop have just dropped a nice little article looking at the new detachments for the new Aeldari Codex, which is out on pre-order this weekend. So like I said in yesterday's video when we looked at the army rule, the detachments is where the spice is going to be. So let's see how spicy these are going to be. So let's have a little look. Codex Aeldari Masters Combat with 8 powerful detachments to choose from. So they've got 8 detachments. That's pretty impressive. So they are, first of all, the Codex Aeldari includes 8 detachments. The Battle Host detachment from their index has changed significantly and has been rechristened the War Host detachment, which is pretty nice, thanks to the expansive changes to their army ability. Alongside it comes a Wind Rider Host, a Guardian Battle Host, a Spirit Conclave, a Seer Council, an Aspect Host, each of which focuses on one of the key elements of the Aeldari roster, while the Ghosts of the Webway and the Devotee Yinyad let you build your army around the Harlequins and the Inari respectively. Pretty cool. So it's kind of what we expected coming in. We kind of expected to see detachments built around certain aspect elements and elements in the army. So pretty standard. So let's gonna see what these are going to be doing. So the gather aspect, so let's have a little look. So the Path of the Warrior ability is Aspect Host detachment. So each time an Aspect Warriors or Avatar of Cain unit from your army is selected to shoot or fight, select one of the following abilities for it to gain until the end of the phase. Now bear in mind you're also getting your battle tokens on top of this as well, which is pretty good. So each time a model in this unit makes an attack, re-roll a hit roll of 1. Re-rolling the hit rolls of 1 on your Aspect Warriors is pretty good. And each time a model in this unit makes an attack, re-roll a wound roll of 1. That's pretty good. Especially on your Aspects and your Avatar of Cain. Ooh, pretty nice indeed. So most of the attachments across the Shining Spears or an Avatar itself make your forces equally powerful. Swooping Hawks, Shining Spears, Warp Spiders, or a powerful Resolute Band of Fire Dragons, Dark Reapers, or Dire Avengers. So basically, I think your Aspect Warriors are going to have the Aspect Warrior keyword, which is going to be quite good. They've got a couple of stratagems for 1 CP. So in their final breath, so in the fight phase, first and just after an enemy unit has been selected to target, 1 Aspect Warrior or Avatar of Cain's unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Each time you use this stratagem, you can remove 1 Aspect Shine token your unit has. See the datasheet. Okay, so your units are going to have tokens. Interesting, because at the beginning of the edition they said they wanted to remove tokens, but now we're getting more tokens back. Cool. So then until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, if that model has not fought this phase, roll a d6 and add 1 to the result if you remove an Aspect Shine token during the usage of the stratagem. On a 4+, do not remove the destroyed unit. It can fight after it's finished making its attacks. It is then removed. So fight on death, and you essentially can use one of your tokens to get essentially a 3+. Pretty cool. So that means like if someone absolutely wallops your Avatar of Cain, Fulgrim, you're basically on a 4+, essentially a 3+, going to be able to fight on death if you use this detachment. That's pretty cool. So Preternatural Precision. So in your shooting phase, 1 Aspect Warrior unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Each time you use this stratagem, you can remove 1 Aspect Shrine token from your unit. Then select one of the following abilities, or select 2 of the following abilities if you remove an Aspect Shrine token during the use of this stratagem. Ignores cover, lethal hits, or sustain hits 1 until the end of the phase. That's pretty nuts. I'll be interested to see exactly how many of these tokens you're going to get per unit. So, which it doesn't tell you. So you got an enhancement. So it is Aspect Host. This is the Strategic Savant. So Autarch and Autarch Wayleaper model only, while the bearer is leading an aspect warriors unit, add 1 to the objective controlled. That's not great. Hopefully they've got some better enhancements than that. So next up we have the Strands of Fate. Now, we all speculated that this was going to happen, that you were going to get Fate dice still in a detachment. Now, this means that this detachment is probably going to be the one that a lot of people gravitate to. But let's see exactly how the Fate dice are going to work now. So at the start of the first battle round, you generate Fate dice by rolling a number of d6 based on the battle size, as shown below. Keep your Fate dice to one side. This is your Fate dice pool. So in a 2,000 point game, you're going to roll 4 dice, and that is the number of Fate dice you're going to have. All right. Each time you use one of the stratagems opposite, if your Fate dice pool contains 1 or more Fate dice showing the corresponding value in the table below, you can discard one of those corresponding Fate dice. If you do, reduce the CP cost of the stratagem by 1. So you got the stratagem. So you've got Prescient of the Dead, which is Fate dice 1, Forewarned, Unshrouded Truth, Fate Inescapable, Isha's Fury, and Psychic Shield for 6. Interesting. I quite like that. It's kind of thematic. So here are some of your stratagems. So you have, and they are basically Unshrouded Truth is 3 and Psychic Shield is 6. So Unshrouded Truth, 1 CP, your movement phase, 1 Aeldari infantry unit from your army, excluding the Wraith Construct units that have not been selected to move this phase and is within 9 inches of 1 or more friendly Aeldari Psychic unit. Remove your unit from the battlefield and set it up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. Wow. Until the end of the phase, your unit is not eligible to be selected to move. Yeah. Wow. Like 1 CP for basically a teleport, which is pretty cool. Psychic Shield, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy has been selected to target. 1 Azurian infantry unit from your army, excluding the Wraith Constructs, that was selected as a target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks and is within 9 inches of 1 or more friendly Aeldari Psykers. Until the end of the phase, your unit can only be selected to be the target of ranged attacks if the attacking model is within 18 inches. So you kind of get like a slightly bigger bubble of lone op, which is pretty cool. Now, let me see. So each time you select one of these, use one of the stratagems. If your Fate dice pool contains 1 or more Fate dice showing the corresponding value in the below, you can discard of those corresponding Fate dice. If you do, reduce the CP cost of the usage of the stratagem by 1. Now, basically, if you have a 6, if you have any 6s, you're going to get to do Psychic Shield for free. And if you have any 3s, you're going to get Unshrouded Truth for free. So that's kind of a cool little way of doing it. I like that. It's kind of thematic. I'm digging that. So yeah, pretty cool. So you've got an enhancement, the Lucid Eye. The Lucid Eye is the Azurian Psyker model only. In your command phase, you can add 1, 2, or subtract 1 from the value of the Fate dice in your Fate dice pool. Now, let's be fair, if you're going to be going down this route, you're going to probably have a Farseer if you're not taking a named one, and you're going to give him this model, this enhancement, because you would be crazy not to. The Seer Council, Talk, or Morheg, model only. Once per turn, when your opponent targets a unit from your army within 12 inches of the bearer with a stratagem, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, increase the cost of that usage by 1. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's once per turn. I like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's some pretty nice, interesting stuff. Now, I'm being really interested to see what the other detachments can do that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. I mean, we kind of expected Fate dice to come back into the game. I like this iteration. It's kind of cool. They're mainly really used as a reduction of CP for your stratagems, and they're kind of built around those stratagems. So you get some pretty cool bonuses there. Quite nice. I still think that the Fate, the Seer one, is probably going to be the most popular. From seeing them, the Aspect Warrior one is okay, but you know, we'll see. I've got a feeling that the Eldar are going to be pretty spicy in regards to how the army works. Yeah, so I'm all for that. So it's going to be really good. But that's the video. If you like what I'm doing, like the video, drop me a comment below, let me know what you think, ring the bell, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button, and check out my members and Patreon areas if you want to support me in other ways. But that's the video, everybody. Thanks for help joining. Bye-bye.